The New Zealand Defence Force has released over 2,000 secret documents on UFO sightings over the last 70 years.
70 years worth of secret documents containing eyewitness accounts of UFO sightings have been released by the Defence Force. Defence says it hasn't got the resources to analyse them, but UFO enthusiasts are excited, with one saying it's best to get any UFO secrets out into the open.
The 12 volumes of documents date back to 1952. Here's an illustration of a UFO from 1953, a drawing from someone with a fertile imagination from 1959, and a response to an eyewitness account from Defence Minister of the day, KJ Holyoake.
Which you can see here, the little acorns on the top of the staff that he had, and there's also a little jobber up here. And what we found out from Dan Burrish is that these can be reversed, the cylinder seals can be flipped over, and when you start doing that, you see some very interesting things, like the eye in the triangle, and another eye in the triangle right here. So the Sumerians were hiding information, they were encrypting information in these seals. So this is the one we were just looking at. Here's your little pineal gland, and the other one up there. But look at this. Now, if you've seen Stargate SG-1, the first episodes, you remember the Goa'uld, the villains in Stargate? You remember how they had these helmets that went around their head that looked like a snake? That's the helmet. That's the Annunaki. They were human-like people, but they wore these weird helmets in order to appear like gods to the primitive Sumerians they came to. And this is how they encoded the secret of what they really looked like inside this image right here. It only works when you put a mirror image on it. But then you also see he's holding all these pineal gland staffs, and he's got this seal over his head.
Thought you couldn't speak their language.
Scared me. It's an ancient Egyptian dialect. I mean, like the rest of their culture, it's evolved completely independently, but once you know the vowels...
Just answer the question.
Well, I mean, I just had to learn how to pronounce it. I mean, it hasn't been a living spoken language in more than 1,000 years. I mean, look at this. It says, a traveler from distant stars escaped from a dying world looking for a way to extend his own life. His body decaying and weak, he couldn't prevent his own demise. Apparently his whole species was becoming extinct. So he traveled or searched the galaxies looking for a way to cheat death. And, look here. He came to a world rich with life, where he encountered a primitive race, humans. A species which, with all his powers and knowledge, he could maintain indefinitely. He realized within a human body he had a chance for a new life. Now, he apparently found a young boy. It says, as the frightened villagers ran, night became day. Curious and without fear, he walked towards the light. Ra took him and possessed his body like some kind of a parasite looking for a host. And inhabiting this human form, he appointed himself ruler. He used the Stargate to bring thousands of people here to this planet as workers for the mines, just like the one we saw. This mineral is clearly the building block of all his technology. With this, he can sustain eternal life. Now, something happened, where is it, back on Earth, a rebellion or uprising, and the Stargate was buried there. Fearful of a rebellion here, Ra outlawed reading and writing. He didn't want the people to remember the truth.
Number 18. The structure of government in ancient Egypt was a step pyramid model, with the Grand Vizier priesthood one step below the pharaoh. Today's monarchy reigns using a much more sophisticated pyramid model of authority. Number 19. The Pope's headdress is strikingly similar to the headdress of the Egyptian god Amun. His bent cross resembles the scepter of Amun. Number 20. Like the Egyptian pharaohs, British monarchs wear signet rings, which over the millennia have been passed down from their Hebrew ancestors.
Has been circled by a UFO. Well, that's if you believe a video which has soared to the top of YouTube's Russian website. The pictures, apparently shot from a passing car, has become an online sensation. Another YouTube clip filmed during daylight shows a fuzzy grey object on the skyline near Red Square. Skeptics, however, say that if the images were real, the public would have reported sightings to police, who are currently making no comment.
Сейчас я вообще видел. Оттуда выглядит с той стороны. Может, высоко висело вроде.
Resilient parasite, an idea, a single idea from the human mind can build cities. An idea can transform the world and rewrite all the rules, which is why I have to steal it.
Never recreate from your memory. Always imagine new places.
He's hiding something, and we need to find out what that is.
We gotta break out of here. Give him the kick! This was not a part of the plan! Wake me up! Wake me up!
然第2号强台风康森对于台湾的威胁解除，但是对于台湾天气的影响依然还在继续。这2天傍晚，台湾南部地区都会乌云密布，甚至在晚间，当时还有军机飞过，景象令人捏把冷汗。闪光透过后面的云层，像是血管分布，交织在夜空。光是闪电出现的次数多得吓人，在10秒钟之内就可以看到1、2、3、4，高达4次的闪电，1分钟至少就多达10几次。不止如此，闪电区几乎都从左营军港打出，范围布满整个北高雄，足足有82平方公里。
Shouty, Rihu, Yayashif Sahuwe. Sip game.
Skare, Nabewa, Yinkatwe Soiniv, Yinkatwe. Ramasik Baya Weyeo. Didai to Sademi Yara. Pishtun soy Harnaturu, Makrero Win Muna Fras. Yimyon Anachyu Mai Nedata.
Already. I think I found a way home. And this last job, that's how I get there. Dreams feel real while we're in them. It's only when we wake up that we realize something is actually strange.
This was your responsibility! We're not prepared for this! The dream's collapsing.
I have it under control.
I'd hate to see out of control.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.